Sync.
Pingus!
Yeah,
Wait.
recording is going currently. Of course.
Perfect.
Damn it. Now I want to go back and play that now. Thanks, Taisho.
You're very welcome.
You're very welcome.
Nostalgia's hitting me hard.
Damn it. Okay.
We're gonna see the super original name I have for my current backup in the recording.
Oh, nice.
Mystic's backup.
Beautiful.
It's a placeholder, obviously.
Yeah. Is it back up 1, 2, or 3 that you're still on?
Yes.
I want to say it's the third one. Okay, anyways. Alright,
Technically, that
so...
would be the second. I just scrapped the first one.
Yeah, but wasn't there one before that?
Not that I remember.
Yeah. Anyways. Alright, so unless there's any other business at Dragon Roost, the party will be disembarking.
Not a problem with me.
Alright. Alright, so this puts you guys closer towards the evening by the time you depart. And the wind is going northeast.
Woo!
Alright, so, Captain, which way will you be going?
Remind me also, those are points of interest, right? This one here and this one here.
Yes, the blue circle, according to my notes, was an oyster bed, and the blue square was a shipwreck. They were spotted along the way to Tamalakan after departing grad school 6 months ago.
IRL 6 months ago.
Christ.
Yeah.
It's been, what, a few weeks in game?
Maybe 2, 3. But yeah, let that sink in. You guys have been 6th level for about 6 months now. Actually, a little longer than that, almost 7. Shit.
Oh, shit.
I mean,
Yeah.
we're on the cusp of 7 according to what you're hinting at us, so...
Yeah, and plus there was a lot of side quests along the way.
Don't
Alright.
you just love that?
Alright, so with a northeast wind,
Side
what...
questing and side questing. I mean,
I miss that series.
I miss that man.
Yeah, same.
Yeah.
Who?
Ronnie Edwards.
Ah.
Yeah.
Lost his battle with depression.
Yeah. I remember when that happened. It was last campaign, and I was, like, silent for, like, 5 minutes after meeting myself. And after just letting it sink in, I unmuted and said, I love you guys. Okay, anyways. Alright, so northeast wind, what will be the destination and route?
I guess we'll head towards the oyster bed.
Alright, so let's see.
Bit against wind.
I mean, the option would be to go towards Shadeleaf or to go towards Isla Sorna if we wanted to use the wind.
Yeah, but that kind of goes a bit far in the other direction.
Yeah.
Alright,
mean-
so...
My suggestion would be to, like, use the wind for some time. And then once
Wind
we
is-
get... Yeah, wind is in this direction. So go, like, 90 degrees to it. And once it
Yeah.
turns, if it turns, we can maybe
Yeah,
try
90,
to go...
90 degrees, it'll give you 60 miles distance.
I don't think we're getting 60 miles if we go directly for it, because we're going to be against wind.
Yeah, directly forward, that'll make it 20.
And we just hope that the wind changes after.
Okay. Alright, so you go on through the night. Things are relatively quiet, aside from Crow in the kitchen, who's doing his best to try to tame the little stowaway. And you take a 1 piercing damage.
Okay. Not like it's gonna last.
And just like that, you heal it off over the course of the night.
Woo!
And then another piercing damage.
Oh well.
He's only getting
I'll
one
take
bite
it.
every day? Wow, that's pretty good for taming a mimic.
Well, as long
That's-
as he feeds it properly and distinguishes food.
That's fine with me.
Alright, so this day trip, and it's neutral wind.
And this is a new day?
60?
Yep, another 60, so that'll put you guys right at the oyster bed just as night is beginning to fall.
But I asked, it's a new day, right?
Yep, new day, so new portents for you.
It's a new day.
As well
yes,
as
it
recharges
is.
on the Wand of Lightning. Woo!
Yep, and I believe it should be full now.
It's missing 2. Ooh.
1 in 17. Well, if it's missing 2, then yeah, it should be back up to full now because it's
Someone's
1
Oh
getting
yeah,
the
it's
ass.
1
I roll.
+1. Yeah, it's even a minimum roll. I'll recharge. Okay.
Okay. All right, so just as night approaches. Oi, Captain! That oyster bed from before. We have sight of it.
Now, is it the same as before, or are we finding a new one?
Give me a nature check. Third roll of the night. Third roll of
Third
the
roll of the
night.
night. Wait, third?
Yeah, because his portents were the first and second.
Oh, well, shit.
Wow, way to blow a 20 on a silly roll. Yes, this is indeed the same oyster bed.
I would have hoped for a new one, because that way we can go to the old one, but okay.
Okay, do you promise to behave? Okay. All right, sir. Shall we start collecting?
Yes. Actually, what time is it?
At this point, it would be about twilight, just about to be sundown.
Okay. What kind of moon do we have?
Let me see. I actually do have that written down, and well, I guess the better question would be which moon. Because don't forget, Earth has 2 moons, Luna and Selene. Luna was full just last week. Selene won't be full for another 2 weeks. Oh no, it's a little complicated. Luna,
Okay.
let's see, so...
Which one's brighter?
Unfortunately, I'm not the best astronomer, so I don't have a good answer for that. But let's see. So, given this, Luna would be a waning crescent right now, or actually, no, waning gibbous, and then Selene should be about waxing. Yeah, actually, they should be about the same at this point. So, they're both giving off good light.
Okay.
Hey, to be
Then,
fair,
yes.
at least I have the notes regarding the moon cycles here.
Why do you have that?
Because I'm thorough. That and it was
It's
also
also potentially important.
it was also a relevant plot point back for the Sea Ghost, if you don't remember.
Actually, I don't. It's been 3
Ba-
years.
Basically, the smugglers were arriving in the middle of Richfest when both moons were full, so they didn't have to rely on any unnatural light. Yeah.
Because a
Plot point.
torch at sea can actually be seen for a mile.
Mm-hmm. If not more. But I digress. All right, so who wants to go collect oysters?
I'll
help.
pass.
I'll help.
Okay. So everyone collecting
Dirk will be
oysters,
involved.
give me a survival check.
So everyone but who?
Everyone
Whoever wants to
helping.
jump in. If Clipper wants to help as well, go ahead and roll. Oof.
I'll use my net 17.
Okay, so that'll give you a
My survival is +2, so
But
it
there's
gives me a
17 in
19.
total.
I'm assuming that's Fang.
Yes. Sorry.
Okay.
Fang was the 10.
Yeah, so that's 17. And
That's a
I'm
19
sorry.
for me.
Right, so you got +2 and Clipper, do you want to jump in? Die show.
No, that's, of course I was muted. I said yes, I would.
Okay, give me a survival
I just
check
hear
as
my
well.
folks coming back, so.
Gotcha. 9.
999.
Okay, so
Let me
let's-
guess. The reason Clipper's helping is to see if he can find a pearl.
Okay.
How did you know? I mean, that's not true.
Okay, so let me do the math here real quick. So that's 17, 17. Okay, so someone give me crap. Why am I struggling with the numbers right now? So 28, 35, 45 D100.
45.
Yep. Whoops.
That's not quite how it
That's
works.
not. Yeah.
Yeah, I think he goofed after that space there.
Like this.
Thank you.
Okay. All right, so you guys collect about, Jeez Louise. Is that every result? Yeah, that's 5 rows of 9. 9 rows of 5. Okay.
That's me. That's the garage door opening and closing you hear.
Jeez, that's loud. Okay, so...
My room's right below. I mean, right above the garage, so.
All right, so after taking a bit of time to thoroughly collect some oysters, you get a decent amount, about 100 pounds worth. So, Akro, that's like another 3 days worth of stew for you.
Yeah.
But during the
so-
oh, go ahead.
Sorry. So, in the middle of the night, all of a sudden there's a knocking on your door.
Knock, knock, knock.
Does Kuro awake?
Yes, Karo does awake.
All right. Do you open the door then? Because they're trying to get in contact with you.
He do open the door.
As the
All right.
mimic quickly slides into his pocket.
Dirk
in my pocket.
and Dirk and Ishmael bring in like bags of oyster meat.
All right, sir. Think you might be able to make use of this.
Alrighty. That's gonna be some good food for the next few days.
If I may make a request, sir, perhaps next time you prepare that stew, perhaps you can put some more variety of spice or vegetables into it. It's good and all, but it's just getting a little stale to the palate.
I got you covered.
Appreciate it, sir. And Ishmael gives a polite salute and takes his leave.
That's why I have the spice pouch.
At least he remembered you having it.
Didn't I give
Why would
you
I
that,
not
like-
remember that?
Didn't I give you that like 4 years ago?
Yeah, that was a while ago.
That was like fucking last century.
And don't forget, you also have the alchemy jug that's pumping out mayonnaise all day.
Oh yeah, it's no longer doing that.
What is it bumping
Can
then?
Can't it
Wine.
go?
Ooh.
Wine cooked oysters. I like it.
Cooking
Red wine, to be
clever.
specific.
I'll allow it. I'll be honest, that's actually an amazing idea. I never would have thought about doing it for cooking wine. Mwah. Anyways, so during the midst of the search, Monteo, as you're going through some of the oysters, the choicest ones that you can find, as you shuck one of them, you see that there is a lustrous pearl in one of them.
Oh,
Is that a Pokemon reference?
Not really, no.
Lustrous orb?
I mean, lustrous is just a regular word, as in luster of luster, which means shiny, bright.
If anything, he's
It's
talking.
the item for Palkia.
Yeah, but if anything, he would be referring to the fucking impossible to find crafting material from WoW.
Yeah, screw that thing. But I digress. So, of the other pearls that you found previously that are either malformed, awkward coloration, this one is impeccable.
Perfect.
that one might actually fetch a decent price. I don't know, just pocket it.
Or should we say pearl-thicked?
Boo!
Get the fuck out.
Leave.
Okay, alright, bye.
You would think
Okay,
you're the
she-
one with a child at this point.
Alright, Shima's in charge.
Sleeping is a
God.
little difficult. Oh, he's awake?
No, I'm awake, but yeah, I'm
Alright, so, yep, Monteo, go ahead and add
Wait a
perfect
second.
pearl.
Perfect. I wrote lustrous pearl.
Yeah, that works too.
Perfect pearl.
As long as you find a way to distinguish it.
Okay, I just noticed my voice changer was on, but thank God Roll20 didn't have it activated.
Whoops.
Thank God.
That'd have been awkward. Alright. So with that... Boop. And now, night crew. Neutral wind again. Or actually,
Darkness is being awake at night.
or actually, no, I stand corrected. It's actually northwest. I can't read my own damn handwriting. So that'll put you 80 miles.
But we will stop at the place along the way.
I'm just gonna turn off voice mod for now.
Yep, so as you get to the shipwreck that was spotted before, it is now just before dawn, so the light hasn't quite reached you guys yet. Ah, sir, broken boat.
Okay, Dirk would have been in the captain's cabin because he ended up on the day crew.
Mm-hmm. So
he
knocking.
would probably be reporting to, knocking on my door or reporting to our bosun.
Ah, yeah, Scrimjaw.
Me jaw.
All right, Captain. Shall we dispatch the team to salvage?
We shall.
All right. Who's on the salvage team again?
Dirk points out a few individuals and then grabs his stuff himself.
All right. Very well, sir. Looks like everything's clear. Doesn't appear to be any megafauna to deal with.
All right, let's make this quick.
Sploosh.
Dirk kind of like looks over, realizing he says that to Mudgraw.
I'm ready. I'm ready.
And then it turns out the turtle can swim.
Yes, he
He's
can
actually
hold his
pretty
hold his
good.
breath.
Oh, I was more making a joke like he's slow on land, but you get him into the water and then all of a sudden...
Yep. All right, and then the two lizard folk companions will also be swimming as well. They are rather adept at the water.
Yep.
All right. So the salvage crew departs into the water with majestic swan dives, except for Mudgraw, who just kind of cannonballs. Just retracts into the shell. Then you all go down to explore the ship. Unfortunately, this one seems to have been there for quite some time, so a lot of the significant identifiers have already been worn away and lost to the currents. And go ahead and give me investigation or perception.
Do I do it anyways? Okay. This has the better modifier. Ouch.
Unfortunately, you find nothing here of worth.
That's 2 1s in a row.
Oof.
Maybe you roll Fang instead. But even then, that's marginal at the best. Well, hey, that just means you're getting the bad luck out of the way.
Apparently.
Alright, so after doing a nice once-over searching through the ship, yeah, it seems like that there's nothing really much to salvage here. Nothing all that valuable, unless you want some wet broken wood.
T.
Mm-hmm.
At some point, I want us to come across a ship that is not an enemy to us, that has, like, cannons just to kind of, like, spark Dirk's curiosity.
The
That's
time
awfully
will
specific.
the time will come soon enough, but it is not this day, unfortunately. All right.
Cannons actually date back further than plate armor.
Mm-hmm.
It's just that they are more expensive than plate armor.
It's like it's almost as expensive as like a freaking castle. All right.
The cannons could cost as much as the boat themselves.
Mm-hmm. All right. So with that,
Sorry, I'm being bullied by my dad's cat.
do you deserve it?
No.
Don't lie
I'm
to
just
me.
minding my business, and she walks up to my chair and just pats me on the arm. Like, pay attention.
I mean, yeah, they do that. Okay.
Then I pet her, I go back to what I'm doing, and she does it again. Oh, no, she's getting in my lap. Oh, well, come on, Rain.
You have been catted. All right.
I have a Rain now.
So, let's see, where was I? All right, so this day, and now it's neutral wind on this day. And there was much rejoicing. Yay. All right.
Good morning, crew.
Morning, sir. Okay, and as for this day, just some mild storm clouds along the horizon, but aside from that, the waves are being generous. All right, and then night.
Wait, do I have to roll something for the mimic?
If you want, go and give me an animal handling.
Bet.
It is kindly accepting your treats.
Nice.
Okay, so with a southwest wind, if you go directly west, you will be able to move 80 miles, if you'd like.
Basically, we'll go about 73 then.
Okay, so about here. So just straight shot up north in order to reach Redsoul.
Which is our goal.
Yep. All right, and then day shift for the next day. And it is northwest.
Yep, we reach.
Crap, I just realized I forgot to upload the music for Grad Soul. But
Uh-oh.
it's fine. This should be just a short trip, just replenishing on supplies. Most importantly, redeeming your recipient, if I'm not mistaken.
Receipt?
Yes, I was making fun of the pronunciation instead
Okay.
of the pronouncing your receipt. It's recipient. Because it's spelled weird. All right.
Well, like Pahonics.
Mm-hmm. All right, so let me see if I have the number here correct. So your designated total with the Archaeology Society is going to be for 10,846 gold. Is that number
Sounds
accurate?
right.
Because I
That
know you
sounds
have
low.
no-
We should renegotiate. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. Don't listen to me.
Yeah, because
Who has the receipt?
I believe it was you that had it. That I recall seeing it in Dirk's inventory at one point. There. Words.
Receipt for Grad Soul 13,713.
13,713. Oh, that's right. That includes the other residuals as well. Okay. Yep. So 13,713. So go ahead and claim your prize.
Before we get all the way into that, Hellraiser, cargo,
We should pick up
crap.
some stuff in, yeah.
Yeah. So let's see. Yeah, according to my records here, the cargo that you bought was from Isla Sorna, and it's 25 tons of iron and 5 tons of copper.
Yep.
Oh, excuse me. I'm updating the food stores and the crew payments.
Oh, we should pay the crew also.
Yeah, I plan on doing that. So upon arriving, well, before we get there, I would actually go and collect the crew's payment and be prepared to pass that out when we get there.
Okay. All right, so for the crew's payment... Oh, that's why I was looking at the wrong number. It's like, wait, 30 GP a day? That sounds a little low. And it's like, oh, that's how much it costs for food. Never mind. Okay, so... Calculator.
The quackulator?
All right, so payment for the crew for this voyage is going to be 384 gold. What the frick? And for some reason, everything just down-tabbed on me. What the heck?
Nice.
That was weird. I thought the computer was shutting down. It's like, no!
Please don't.
So 384 GP to everyone. For everyone, I should say. Not 384 per person. That'd be like
Wow.
long overdue. They would have overthrown you guys long ago if that were the case. That would have been almost a half year of no payment. Jeez, that back pay log. Oof.
How much did you say? 384?
384.
That's not as much as I expected, honestly.
Yeah, it says here that the days since last payment, 8. So I...
Oh, we did pay them at one point.
Yeah, you
Probably
did pay
when
them
we reach
at
Isla de
Isla.
Sorna, actually.
Yeah, so that was probably one.
Okay, yeah, makes sense.
All right, so consider that debt paid.
Okay, the new total... The new total is in for the Hellraiser stores, having paid everybody. Dirk then collects the receipt. He also... Yeah, he collects the receipt. Oh, I have a whole bunch of trade bars as well.
Yeah, I think we bought stuff on Isla de Sorna.
Yeah, he's talking about the trade bars that you guys collected back on the Dead Man's Cove.
Oh.
Back in that secret vault. Here we go. Yeah. It's a good thing I made this trade good table, so I have all this written down. Frickin'...
Okay.
Phone.
So I take my bag of holding, I take the receipt, and who do I want to bring with me? Eeny, meeny, miny.
Yes. I mean, Monteo could try to pawn off that pearl he found.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm taking Monteo with me.
Do I have to? Final join.
Okay.
All right. So first I'm actually going to go to the dock houses, the industrial part of the town.
Okay. Alright, going to try to pawn off the trade bars or the shipment of iron and copper.
The iron and copper is meant for Saltmarsh.
Okay.
Okay.
Alright. Let's see what
The
down.
the trade bars, I want to find businesses that are hard up for materials. Like they're late. they're either late or it looks like they're going to be late on an order. And I'm going to swoop in and sell them stuff.
Okay. All right. So go and give me an investigation check. Monteo can do the same if he would like.
With pleasure.
Watch, this is the time that I won't get the nat 1. Nope, just the nat 2.
Oh.
It's a nat 9.
Roll 20. You can just go away with that.
All right.
I have no words.
14.
Okay, 14. So with Monteo's help, you were able to find yourself a local business that meets your requirements. That seem to be a little bit rushed, needing to fill out some orders and such.
Dirk, those there. You see them? Like the gnomes and the dwarves? They seem to be running about with a little bit of distress. Do you think they're into
Dirk
metallurgy?
is like literally facing the other direction, turns around. Ah, yes, thank you. So he walks up to them. Hey,
Oh.
you seem to be in a bit of a tizzy.
Oh, more than you can ever explain. But hey, what can we do for you?
I've recently come into possession of a large number of trade bars.
Trade bars. If I may inquire as to the materials in question.
A lot of iron, a good amount of copper, an okay amount of silver, a little bit of gold, and a small bit of platinum.
And you see his eyes just kind of twinkle a little bit. Oh, you don't say. Perhaps I can inspect the product.
Dirk starts stacking the stuff one at a time.
Oh, bloody hells, we're going to be forever if you do it one at a time. Just drop them.
No, I'm not saying he does the iron, then the copper,
I
then the
gotcha.
silver.
Okay. It's like one bar at a time. 1, 2, because it's like...
No.
You got almost 1,000.
He's doing it quickly as he can, but he's separating them by type.
Oh, okay. Very nice, very nice. And, what seems to be the point of origin for these? Because I don't see any trade stamps on them.
Okay, T, I'm trying to remember where we got them from.
Dead Man's Cove. Which
Dead
is-
Man's Cove was...
Down here.
The undead
Yeah,
place
but
that
which-
gave us the dread.
Yeah, the Shadowfell.
Oh. They were liberated from an undead island.
And upon those words, he's like, slowly sets the bar down. Are you
They're
sure
not
these are?
cursed. They're not cursed.
You sure they're clean?
We checked them and double-checked them.
I mean, we haven't physically cleaned them, but...
I mean, it'd be weird if you actually did that, but
Well, then what did you mean?
I mean, you didn't like.
We've ensured that there was no magic or ill intent on the bars themselves.
Not just that, but not from back alley locales or anything, right?
No, literally an abandoned smithy.
Oh, I see. All right, so there won't be any ghost or crime boss or ghost of a crime boss after me.
No.
Again, they are not cursed. You have my
Alright.
personal assurance of that.
All right then. What'll be your asking price?
Now I need to remember the values of these things.
I actually do have that right here. So the iron bars are 50 GP each, copper is 100 GP each, silver are 500 each, and the wait, no, I'm getting it wrong. It's not per bar, it's the total value. So for the iron bars, you'll get 50 GP typically. Copper will be 100 total, the silver for 500, gold for 1,000, and then the single platinum bar would be worth 500. So typically, you would expect 2,150.
Uh, I'm thinking the standard market value.
All right, let me go and grab Miss Scales. Hey, Olaf, Scales.
Olaf.
All right, so they go about their typical mercantile way of weighing the bars, making sure everything's all accounted for. And after a little while, the dwarfs and the singular gnome that has come to assist them. All right, you got yourselves a deal. As he extends his big mitt of a hand.
I extend my hand and shake it.
All right, so to the asking price of 21.50. All right, Thor, get it. All right, and a short moment later, another dwarf presents a coffer to you guys, and in it you see a smattering of 200 platinum and 50 gold pieces in there, or 150 gold pieces. Hope you don't mind the mixed currency at the moment.
No, that's perfectly fine.
Very good. All right, and what was the name of your company again?
We are the Azure Dawn Company.
Azure Dawn, very nice. Well, hopefully we can do the pleasure of business with you again.
Thank you.
Is it wrong, Tina? I was
right,
about
you
to say
said-
troubles are brewing.
Wrong setting.
I know.
All right, T, you said 150 gold pieces, and then the rest were in platinum?
Yeah, so it should be 200 platinum, 150 gold. It's a good thing I keep all these
Okay.
notes.
All right, that has been added into my bag of holding. I can now get rid of trade bars. There we go.
Delete, delete, delete,
Delete.
delete. And then suddenly Kuro drops dead. Whoops.
Delete.
It's like, whoops, wrong delete.
All right. With that done, there's the potential that we saved somebody's business, but more importantly, paycheck.
Yee. Get rich or die trying, and so far you are succeeding at the former. Business is a booming.
All right. Next, we are going to take care of the receipt.
Mm-hmm. Okay. And then after going to the appropriate offices and, dealing with the bureaucracy and whatnot, they have to check, triple check, verify signature, go through the vault, make sure they have the funds, verify the signature again. And about 3 hours later, they finally...
Dirk is visibly upset by the end of this.
All right, sir.
I'm sure Monteo is just kind of like, what? Why are you so stressed? This is normal. No, you're exasperated too.
Yes.
All right, Mr. Blacktooth, payment has been authorized. And how would you prefer the form of payment to be received in? Hard currency and coins, or we do also offer trade bars as well?
Platinum coins would be preferred.
All right, very well. Okay, and it was
My
for
legs are going to sleep.
13,713, right?
Yes.
Okay, so that'd be. Hang on, so.
This cat is fat.
Where are you fat shaming it?
So there you go.
'Cause I'm
And
allowed to.
they bring out a pretty decently sized crate. Naturally, it's to avoid any suspicious onlookers. It just looks like a mundane crate, but they open the lid, verify the total with you before nailing it down again. All right, best get this back to your ship post haste.
Right. And you just see Dirk takes his rope of mending, wraps it around it, and then puts it over his shoulders like straps and just stands up.
You know, I'll never figure out how you'd do that with something so heavy.
And on behalf
Dirk
of
Dirk pats his legs. Sturdy build.
and on behalf of Professor Portstone III, he thanks you for your assistance and hope that you will volunteer again.
Hopefully, it's not too far off in the future.
We shall see.
And
This
hopefully
is
we're not too far off also.
no, computer. I do not want to restart right now. Shut up. Sorry. You were saying?
Oh, I just quipped, hopefully we're not too far off also.
Well, this is but the first of the many expeditions that the king wishes to undertake in the Armedio. So, depending on the status of things when they return, we shall see if more expeditions will be chartered in the future.
Finally,
Alright.
I am free.
That money I have added directly to the Hellraiser.
Woo!
I am
And
free from cat paralysis.
Paralysis.
that's a lot of
Ooh.
platinum.
Mm-hmm.
Thank God you didn't ask it in silver, honestly.
Why would I do that?
We have too much silver, so thank God you didn't.
Yep. You know what you guys need to do with all this coin, right? Real estate. All right.
Actually, we're not too bad on silver right now. Mostly because we paid everybody's wages last time in silver.
You know what we
Alright.
should do? We should melt that silver into bars and trade it.
That's an idea.
Actually, the value would technically go up. People have done the math on it.
Oh, excuse me. Oh.
That one hack
That is-
D&D
that is
players
why-
found to break the economy.
No, here's how
Yeah.
you break the here's how you break the economy. You have a transmutation wizard, get a cubic block of wood, turn it to gold, sell that off for a trade value, and get out of town before the magic wears out.
There's literally a character in Warhammer Fantasy who did that.
Oh gosh. All right. And Monteo, did you want to pawn off that pearl while you were here?
Yes, I was going to have a talk with Dirk about that, so give me my chance.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so I just wanted him to finish his business first.
Okay. So with that, money's been acquired, and he made his makeshift backpack or back box, I guess.
So as we're exiting the premises where we cashed in for our receipt, I would just pull out of my pocket the perfect pearl and show it to Dirk.
Oh, very shiny.
Yes, when we were opening the oysters yesterday, I stumbled upon that one. How much do you reckon we could get for that?
You'd have to get it appraised by a real jeweler.
Okay, then do you mind if we make a quick stop for me to find one?
No, that's perfectly fine.
Okay, so I would like to find a jeweler. I don't believe
Okay.
I've stumbled upon one on in Gratzel before.
Yes, I do believe so. So it does take a little bit of time to navigate through the densely packed streets, but after a while you do find a reputable dealer. You want money that sticks? No, I'm just kidding. Not that kind of dealer.
No, that's the guy that approaches the bugbear who's standing outside while the wizard goes in.
Yeah.
Can I interest you in some ogre sugar?
Oh God.
Dirk just kind of like looks down at the man.
You want the good? Good, yeah. You want it? Huh? And you see the kobold is just tweaking out of his mind.
He's scratching himself all over the place.
You don't want to sell me any of this.
Give me persuasion or intimidation, your choice, I guess. I don't want to sell you any of that. I don't. No.
You want to go home and rethink your life.
Give me another check.
Ah!
And he rolled a 2! He still rolled lower! Yeah. Go home. Rethink. Yeah, it's a 2 versus a 4.
You rolled a 2?
He rolled a 2.
How?
It's a nat 2. It's a commoner stat block. He doesn't have any proficiencies. Oh my gosh.
I cut. Oh man, does this mean that with me being Kenobi, when I get my own show, I'm gonna be relegated to a second-class character?
Yeah, unfortunately. As long as we don't let Disney get hold of you anyways. You're not wholesome enough. Oh god. Sorry. Oh my gosh, I actually started crying at that.
When the throwaway joke character becomes an actual joke.
Oh gosh. Anyways.
Wait, what?
So,
Were you not listening?
Sorry, my dad was calling me for food.
You were not listening.
don't
My
worry.
father was calling me for food, motherfucker!
That food
Anyways.
better be good.
Anyway, so
It is.
Monteo, you go inside,
Yes, of
and
course.
and you're warmly greeted by a older elven woman who has a wide collection of fantastical jewelry, and bids you welcome. Yes, welcome. Come in. I'm sorry. Are you a bit ill? You do
No,
seem
this
to
is
be
my
an
natural color. It is a comment I receive quite frequently, however, but thank you for your concern, my kind lady.
Oh, I see. Oh, my apologies. I guess you are a descendant of our sea brethren.
That would be correct, my lady.
Oh,
No, I have to say, this place here is quite sparkling.
Yes, only the finest from our smiths and jewelers here. What can I interest you in?
Are you perchance purchasing also?
I suppose, we normally don't buy jewelry secondhand, but if it's in fine enough quality.
Well, this one was recently excavated out of an oyster. It was not used for any particular purpose.
Oh, let me see that. And
I
she
pull out the perfect pearl.
and she pulls out a like a fancy-looking mechanical eyepiece. She just slides a little circle in her head and adjusts a little machinery over her eye. Oh my word! Ah, this pearl, it is perfect in every conceivable way.
And you had an eye for this.
And she even goes in, does like a tiny lick of it. Ooh, quite fresh too, if I'm not mistaken. I'd say you found this about 2, maybe 3 days ago?
2 days ago. Or a day and a night, if we're being extremely specific.
Ah, this is magnificent. This is worthy of being on the hands of kings. What say to 500 platinum?
That sounds to me like an adequate price for something so marvelous and well constructed.
Ah, yes. So we have an accord then. Right, and then an assistant comes out, another elf, much younger though, but almost immediately they bring out a coffer with 500 platinum pieces in there for you.
Okay.
Choose life.
Yes. Alright, well, thank you very much.
Ah, thank you. This will be part of my magnum opus.
Oh, what are you going to do with this exactly?
I actually have a commission recently from the Kjollandish noble courts. They wanted something that speaks the sea, and this will be perfect for it.
So you already have the perfect buyer.
Exactly. You have made me a very happy woman.
Oh, please.
Well, anything else I can do for you? Perhaps a beautiful tiara to go upon your crown? Some rings and necklace, perchance?
I tend to live my life quite frequently on the road, and as such, I try to not stand out too much.
Oh, yes, understandable. Don't want to be beset by ragamuffins and vagabonds.
Or more specifically, I don't want them to come to me and I have to resort to extreme measures on them.
I see. Very well then. Well, safe travels to you, and hopefully you can bring more again.
But you'll be quite certain that if I find anything of this caliber again, you will have my patronage.
Oh, oh, a blessed day.
And I comically try to lift the coffer of platinum, and with extreme effort just carry it, stumbling on my legs under that weight.
I'm going to be all right.
Yes, I'll be fine. Don't worry.
What a Chad.
Ironically enough, he has to sway like the funk walk just to get some traction going. Except at like quarter speed.
You get out the door, and Dirk literally just with one hand takes it and puts it on top of the crate.
Thank you, Dirk. Watch it. That's actually a good amount of money.
All right. Let's get out of here before any more weirdos try talking to us.
And as he says that, Montague, you just instinctively look around the corner and you see a kobold that's currently hunched over having a
An existential crisis.
yeah. I was going to say Half-Life Crisis, but that'd be a little generous for a kobold. That'd be like 5 times over life crisis.
A quarter life crisis?
Sir,
Maybe
they
it's 10.
have the ability to live to 120 years.
Yeah,
They're
but they
just
rarely
dumb.
make it past 5.
It's just extremely unlikely because of how frail their bodies are.
And how unwise some of their habits are also.
Big sad.
How long do kobolds live? 11 days!
How old are you?
11
days! Oh gosh, I'm gonna have to go back and rewatch that segment later.
Yes.
Anyways. But yeah, let's face it, they're just as likely to be comically off themselves than some adventurers just trudging through. Jeez, they must multiply like rabbits in order for the species to not go extinct.
Yeah.
So apparently they are hermaphroditic. Their
Sounds right.
gender is dependent upon what the tribe needs.
Oh, Frog
And-
Fury, Jurassic Park. Great.
And they are able to reproduce every, I want to say, the article said 16, no, what, 16 days or so, what was it? The cobalt was
That's pretty good rebound time.
4 weeks, every 4 weeks.
Yeah, that sounds right. All right.
It actually takes longer for the eggs to hatch than them to have more eggs.
All right. Okay, so any other business in Gradsoul for the time being?
I would just keep an eye on our back, making sure that nobody shady wants to, like, scheme something with our loot.
Okay, give me a perception check.
Yes, sir.
As you're just looking around and observing the crowd, watching movements and whatnot, yeah, there are a couple shady folks that you have already garnered the attention of, but they're keeping their distance for now that you've spotted them.
If we're able to get back to the ship without incident,
Well, I'll keep an eye also on your back, making sure that there's no incident that actually happens.
And back to the ship without incident, you do make it.
okay. So Dirk gets back and he does seem a little bit worn out from the trek with all the extra weight. He sets the crate down on the deck and he's like, whew,
Ah, more meat?
no, metal.
Ah. As
We'll be getting more meat here pretty soon, but first I need to get some of this stuff put away.
Yay! All right. And then a bunch of the crew comes in and helps get it sent down to the treasury below, where Grimjaw is able to secure it. Well, quite a hefty haul in town.
I do put the coffer that Monteo got into his room.
Okay. All right, so Monteo, feel free to do with that as you will.
Well, I would just transfer the coinage to the vault.
Oh, okay. So Hellraiser, and it was 2,000 platinum.
Mine had 500, and yours had
Oh,
1370.
500.
Yeah, yours had 1371 platinum, so
Yeah, not 5,000. Oh God, no.
5,000 gold.
You're not ready for that
No.
loot table yet.
So 500 platinum.
So in total, it would be 1871 platinum and 3 gold.
Ah. All right. Oh no, I've already got the numbers put in.
Oh, okay.
Perfect.
Gotcha.
Yeah. So if you
Oh.
check it right now, that's our current totals.
Oh boy, let's see it. That's probably going to make me think, oh crap, I need to text you guys now.
100 copper, 518 silver, 18,792 gold, 2,614 platinum.
Yep, the tax man cometh.
Hey, I'll just do a Robert DeBrow and bury the tax man, so that I don't have to pay my taxes.
And then Eliandra would be like, what the hell's going on with him?
He's cheating!
Yeah, basically.
And then coming soon on a wanted poster right next to Yoshi, the Hazard Dawn Company. Crime, tax evasion. All right. Okay.
Hey, technically we haven't done anything. Well, actually, we have done a lot taxable, but nobody seems to have paid any mind to a small no-name company doing basic trade.
Okay, any last-minute business in Gradsol?
Yes, food.
Yes.
Supplies,
Okay.
basically.
All right, so let me see what we got here on the ship. So according to my calculations, there should be about, let's see, 12 more days worth of food on board, which is more than enough to get you guys back to Saltmarsh.
Yes, but I want to. I want to stock up on some stuff that they're not going to have in surplus at Saltmarsh.
Okay, what'd you have in mind?
So Saltmarsh, from what I had gathered, has a good quantity of cows and sheep, but not much poultry.
Oh no, you're going to bring a ton of chickens on board, aren't you?
Already dead and salted.
Oh, salted chicken then. Okay, yeah.
Yes.
Well, this is going to be awkward because on my table here of simplified trade goods, the only thing that I didn't have listed price per ton is livestock, which I have listed as price per head, or still alive, I guess.
Oh, okay.
So, yeah, a single chicken is going to be 2 CP, so if we do a ton, that'll be 4 gold, I think. Or is it 40? Let's see. 2,000, let's see. 40 gold for a ton of chicken. Yeah.
I'd say 40 is more reasonable than 4.
Yeah, I forgot to carry another 10s in the space.
Disappointed.
So
yeah.
40 gold for the chickens.
Yep, for a literal ton of chicken.
All right. I am going to deduct that from the Hellraiser.
Okay, salted chicken, origin, Gradsol, and how many tons worth?
Just the one. It's meant to be a part of the food stores.
Preparing for winter, except we're barely in summer. But yeah, that works. Okay, so 1 ton of chicken.
It's meant to diversify our food portfolio for our poor crew.
Indeed.
Yes, add variety. Make me work.
All right, so 1 ton
You're
of
not
chicken
overworked enough, dude.
added. Deduct the 40
Exactly.
GP.
Overwork my stupid
I
bird
did.
ass.
Okay, excellent. All right, salted chicken. Oh, that just sounds really good right now. Okay.
No, bad.
Oh,
Focus, DM.
I'm sorry. Okay. All right, any other,
Not forgiven.
Oh, what's this? And here comes the giant fist!
Patrick, no!
All right, anything else from Grunsoul?
That should... Well, as we pass by, I, like, toss a rock at the Kraken while we were in town.
Tink! And, you see, a familiar human just happened to pass by the window at the right time. Then just looks out the window like, wait, what the hell? Does, Isaac want to say anything?
Do you want me to say anything?
I mean, Dirk threw a rock at your window while he's carrying a giant crate walking past.
Okay. So, Isaac see it and decide to get out and meet Dirk. And sorry, I was like in the middle again. So yeah, so you get out and say, "Oh, hello there."
Good day.
How was your journey so far?
Quite interesting.
I'm not surprised. After that creepy place. Ugh.
Yes, we disposed of the goods that we found there.
Ooh, that's good. That's very, very good. Are you staying for long or?
No, we'll be leaving on the morrow.
Ah, I see. I see. Well, I won't
Though
keep you.
I did want to ask you about something.
Yes.
The thunder stick you had.
Out of character, which thunder stick? The one who shoots laser or the one who punch people?
He's
think he's
talking
talking
about
about
the actual pistol.
Oh, okay.
The
Okay.
boomstick.
The boomstick. I did hear thunder stick. I was like,
You
wait,
did.
what? Okay. Yes. Yes, my musket. What about it?
How does something like that work?
Well, by curiosity, why do you want to know that?
Well, because as he produces his crossbow, this uses torsion to propel a bolt out at a rapid rate.
Okay. Yes,
A
that's
ballista does that on a much larger scale.
Mm-hmm.
So is there some way to do that? As he I don't know if you have your musket on you, but he points to something that looks kind of like your musket close by. If you don't,
He's going to kick. He does not have his musket, but he does have his pistol, so he just like take it out.
like that, on
Mhm.
a much bigger scale.
Isaac just like flink for a second, like with his eyes, like, "Excuse me? You want wait? You want the side of my pistol on a larger scale?"
I was thinking of something about yay big, as he kind of like makes a circle with his hands. So you're talking about.
He wants a pistol that's the size of a ballista, basically.
No,
Oh.
he's actually trying to describe the idea of a cannon.
Yeah.
Because the size of the ball that he's talking about would probably weigh nearly 30 pounds.
Mhm.
If I may briefly interject, I would say Isaac would be aware of what cannons are. They're just not well known amongst the lesser populations yet.
Well, and that's what Dirk is trying to get at, and he doesn't know of it. So he's like,
Okay.
I want a big version of that.
T, question.
Yes.
Does Isaac know what he mean, or do he need to do an intelligence check? Something like that. Because
Give me an insight with intelligence.
yeah, my character is not a race.
I mean, why would I erase it?
Because you can.
Just because I can doesn't mean I should. Because you never know when I need to drag you back in for some odd reason.
T,
Yes.
what would I need to give in order to try and
First, do I
not
give
sure.
an insight first?
Make it a straight intelligence.
Straight intelligent? Okay.
No, so me trying to describe what I'm asking for.
Oof, less intelligent.
So it's like after a little bit of finagling with words and a bit of hand charades, it's like, oh, you mean a cannon?
Oh yeah, exactly. He's like, oh, you mean cannons? You want cannons?
Dirk looks visibly confused.
Oh, then he's going to describe at first, like in full detail, like cannons are typical. Like, oh right, how do I put it in simple? It's like then he's used this. Imagine a barrel, like container barrel one, but it's empty. And it is empty, and you put a larger scale size as my bullet, but larger scale size, and then you put gunpowder and you blow it, and the ball go out. How about it? Is it what you
Yes,
meant?
that exactly.
The most simple way you can give. Okay.
It's good.
Okay.
So, fun fact for you: before cannons were known as cannons, they were known as cannonade, because a cannon was actually a jar meant to carry fish. So you say cannon, and he's like, "What?"
Oh dear. Anyways.
Okay.
That's a lie. It's not canon.
Oh.
English and the way it
Keck.
changes.
So Isaac just look at you, is like, okay, from my understanding, you want cannons
Yes.
on your ship. My guess.
Yes. I mean, that would probably be the most effective way to move something that's going to weigh that much.
T, for fun, do I need to do an inspection of the ship to see if it can have cannon, or since he's already been there, he can assume if it can carry cannon?
Yeah, you would assume that the Hellraiser unfortunately wouldn't be able to use cannons, but it can still move them around.
He's like
Well-
writing notes, like you can see writing a note and say,
Yeah, most ships in this current era aren't quite capable of holding cannons yet. That they'd still need to be a little bit bigger to accommodate them proper.
Then what can I recommend in for that? A bigger ship?
You're
Not
going to need a
mortar.
bigger boat.
You're gonna need a fucking bigger boat for a big fucking cannon.
I mean, we could technically replace the mangonel with a mortar, but that would be about it.
So yeah,
If
Like
only
he-
Tool was there.
Tool is getting a rest, bitch. I'm your replacement.
Oh! Oh! Oh, damn, shots fired.
No, play the sound clip from Friday. Damn!
Wait, did Shima leave? Oh, no!
Oh shit, he dead ass did?
Okay,
I
Nushima,
burned-
you're taking over for him.
I
Oh
burned him.
shit. Oh wait, he's back.
Oh,
I'm
damn.
kidding. I'm
Yeah,
kidding.
we ruffled some feathers there.
The jimmies
I'm
have
being
been
called to
rustled.
get
I
stuff,
repeat,
so
the
be right
jimmies
back.
have been rustled.
Oh, shot has been served. You got it in your face.
He likes
Ooh.
it in his face. Don't say that.
Oh, I ain't going anywhere near that.
Anyway, so I'm guessing Isaac can say they will need probably a bigger ship or a new design of a ship to carry cannon.
Yeah, one that's unfortunately would still be a little whiles away before they're mainstream. Not even the Kiolandish Navy have ships that can accommodate those yet.
So yeah, he explained that.
Okay. So, so Dirk kind of has this driven look on his face as he kind of stares off into space, clearly deep in thought after you explain that to him. In anime terms, he would be standing there with his pupils on fire, like the pose of, "Yes, I have my next goal," kind of thing.
And your cloak of billowing is now heroically flowing without any wind.
I keep forgetting to turn that off.
I keep forgetting you have one.
You've had that since, like, nearly the beginning. You've had that for, like, 95% of the game so far.
So...
Yes, but I only turned it on like 4 or 5 sessions ago, and I've just forgotten about it.
It's like, oh, turn it off.
T, for fun.
Yes.
Since I'm in the NPC and all and everything now, and since Isaac already have an objective trying to build a flying ship, can he, on his design, carry cannon?
That'd actually be even harder to negotiate. Good luck carrying those without them falling off and just murdering some poor bastard down below.
Or weighting the balloon down too much.
At least it got
Or, you know, just blowing yourselves off course every time it fires.
But, I mean, when it's not in the air, because I will assume even if it's flying, it can still go on sea.
Yeah, the sea would be a lot easier to negotiate with, because, well, you actually have the proper physical forces that would keep you from just blowing yourself away from the explosions, but yeah, one step at a time.
No, I was wondering, because either I can give him the objective trying to collect the material, or he can build a new ship.
For the main ship or the airship?
Either way.
Well, considering I only have the stuff for the airship prepped at the moment, you can give him that first objective, if you still remember that.
Yeah, the Darkwood.
More specifically.
Hang on. I have a note, actually. Fun fact. I did take note. Just need to find it. Yeah. If... Nope, not this one. Well, I did keep a note, but I didn't give any titles. I'm like, fuck.
Okay, so I do have. So I do have the list right here.
In order to have a sturdy enough hull capable of flight, I will need Darkwood blazed by the angels.
There you go.
I knew I put it somewhere.
Excuse me, Darkwood blazed by the angels?
Mm-hmm. Well, actually, are you there?
No, I'm not, but...
Okay, I was like, wait,
that was out of character, but...
Okay, my bad.
So yes, Darkwood blessed by angels.
I relayed that information to him.
Interesting. I'll see if I can help you with that.
Thank you.
Thank you for your time.
Thanks for visiting. Come back anytime. And he resumed back to the workshop. And I'll mute myself.
Okay, yeah, back to the peanut gallery. Thank you, though. Cameos. Okay. All right, so I take it you guys will be staying for the evening before departing?
Well, yes, I was going to give the crew a night on shore.
Yes, day leave. Or shore leave, I guess is the proper term.
Yes.
All right. 7th inning stretch.
Back.
Oh, I just bumped my back in like 3 spots. Whew, okay. All right.
And now all my bones are back.
God damn it.
Nice.
Okay. Any more last-minute business before leaving Gratzel?
More time taming the tiny little mimic.
Okay. Give me another animal handling.
19.
Okay. It is coming to like you and is less likely to bite you.
Hell yes!
As long as you're feeding it properly.
Of course, I'm going to have it set to where I feed it breakfast, lunch, and dinner.
Shit. Do we still have the wyvern egg?
Yes, you guys still do have that.
Ooh.
Oh yes, the Rathian Rathalos egg.
Fuck.
What the fuck do we do with that?
Eat
Okay.
it.
Problem. I would love to be able to tame that thing, but that is a goddamn nightmare. And my guy being as busy as he is, it ain't gonna work.
So probably going to pawn it.
That seems like the best idea, but the only place I trust to pawn it to would be the Royal Menagerie.
Well, sounds like you're going to have to make a trip to Neil Draw at some point.
Oh boy.
Let's see.
Do they have an outpost here in Grad Soul?
Yeah, I'd say that they would definitely have royal connections here in the city.
Okay. Well, remembering that, I'm going to task our other wizard with finding and securing a audience for first thing on the morrow with connection with somebody who has connections to the Royal Menagerie. So, Shima, make yourself useful. And don't word vomit.
Does Gaston accept that task?
Don't word bomb it.
Sure. Yes.
Okay.
But
It only took 9 clicks.
but what do I get in return?
What the crap, Taisho?
It's the clicking in the Uganda.
Do you know the way?
Do you know the way? Oh, looks like Xander left.
That's never going to buy.
A third of the payment.
Hmm.
And what was promised again?
That's for you to secure. You're the one negotiating that deal. So if you manage to secure an audience with the connections to the royal court and secure a sale, you will be given 1/3 of the payment received.
You will get spending cash.
Are these terms acceptable?
Yes. All right.
Okay.
So I'll try and see with my parents if they know anyone.
Okay. All right. So you spend your evening heading back to the parents' home, and of course your dad barely peeks over his books, but just gives the wife, "Hi, welcome back, son." But your mom is just doting on you the whole time, giving you a few more bags of the fresh candied nuts and whatnot.
Fuck yeah.
And how come you haven't written more?
Well, how
Try
do you
telling
want me
him
to
to.
write? I'm on the sea. I'm not like on land where I'm going like from city to city, like earlier. Now it's I'm at sea.
Oh, fine. So you need us to get in contact with who again?
Well, anyone of you know, what was it again? The high
The Royal Menagerie.
Royal Menagerie, like you know the people with the deep pockets.
Oh, I see. Yes, I do believe we still have a few friends that have connections there. we'll see if we can have someone by tomorrow morning.
Thank you very much. It's incredible how you guys are well known around the city and around the area. It's crazy.
Well, that's kind of what happens when you put your heart and soul to helping the people. You kind of become local celebrities.
Yeah. I hope one day I'll get as famous as you guys.
Oh, I'm sure you'll get there soon enough. And do you have this egg by chance already, or is it with your company right now?
That's with the company.
All right.
But here's a little drawing I've made of it, and I show it.
Wow, that's actually a rather peculiar wyvern. Yes. Yeah, the coloring of the scales are a bit different than usual. A lot of stripes of black on it. Still has the venom stinger, but you said these breathe fire.
Yep.
Oh my. Yes, I'm sure they'll be paying pretty penny for a little one. We'll see if we can have someone by the morning. When do you plan on leaving?
I haven't really had the time to talk with the acting captain, but I believe it's gonna be before the end of the day. That's for sure.
All right, we'll try to have it just before brunch, just to make everyone all comfortable and get the deal underway.
Perfect. I'll get.
Yes, but what about
people,
second
related to
breakfast?
it.
You don't get second breakfast.
You're fired.
You're not a halfling.
You're fired.
Oh my god.
Oh dear. Anyways. All right, so any more business before the night comes to a close? Yep. Okay.
Do you stay at your parents' or come back to the ship?
I'll ask for a messenger to give you the information to come to my place before what did you say before? Not breakfast. You said
Brunch.
Brunch.
Breakfast, lunch.
To come to my place for brunch. There's gonna be there's gonna be someone for the egg.
So the messenger shows up and looks for the acting captain. Who does he go up to? Does he go up to?
I would have told them that it's a bugbear. It's a big dude.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Big guy.
I would have told them like the biggest guy you see, he's the acting captain. Go see him.
Big guy.
What?
Why do you have that?
Big guy.
That is like oddly specific, even for you.
What is that from, by the way?
Vanoss.
I thought so. It sounded like a Vanoss thing.
Okay. Anyways. All right, so message is received. And so we'll fast forward to the morning. So, Monteo, if you want, go ahead and roll new portents.
I mean,
Just for giggles.
And feeding
what if I
my
don't
good-
want?
feeding my new pet.
Spirits are feeling neutral today. Yeah. Okay, that's not too bad.
I've had 3 17s in a row in my portents.
Apparently, they want you to hit somebody.
For real.
The spirits are encouraging violence.
Good.
Violence is never the question. It is
It's
the answer.
the answer. Yep.
Or, no, violence isn't the answer, it's the question. The answer is yes.
Exactly.
I love that. Remember, kids.
All right. So Dirk comes out of the captain's quarters where he's been staying because Fang has his room. And Dirk comes out actually just dressed in normal clothes. Like, he's not all dressed up in armor and whatnot.
Just going out for a stroll.
Yep. What he does do, though, is he very carefully and very gingerly places the egg inside the bag of holding, being careful not to tear the bag of holding because of the size of the egg.
Mm-hmm. Yep. And after a bit of cautious effort, egg just slips right in.
Alright. And I start walking over towards the area where I was told to go, assuming that I'll see something that will let me know that I'm there.
Okay. And Gaston, after a little while, you actually, from your window of your race car bunk bed, I'm just kidding, you do see Dirk outside the window to your home, and you just tap on the glass.
Oh, yeah, okay. I'm getting up, getting out, telling my mom, sister, and dad that the acting captain is here.
Yeah, just a good old.
Yeah, that's fucking precisely. Oh, shit.
Beautiful.
Yeah. I just opened
tapped on the base to my mic.
Well, hey, it
sounded
worked.
like glass. It's nice.
Nice.
I opened the door and I'm like, hey, Dirk.
Hi.
So you got the messenger and everything?
Yes, but I don't think I'm going to be coming in there. As he
No.
kind of points out that the door frame is
It's
like
short.
chest, like about stomach level for him.
No. You can come here and I'll show just outside. Like there's a spot like for like in between quotes regular sized people.
Well, technically,
been
because of
on.
Bugbear Sneaky, Dirk can fit in there just fine. Just
Yeah.
You can squeeze.
But yeah, I'm gonna show you like there's some chairs and a table outside that are like human size, so I guess you can sit on it.
He sits
Okay.
on the table because the chairs are too small.
So you lead Dirk over there, and you see him press his finger down on the back rest of each chair, like straight down. As you can see that he's actually testing each chair to see which one will actually be able to hold him.
yeah, a few of them kind of squeak with the weight, like. But the very last one that's available, you're like, nope, that one's sturdy.
Right. And you see him sit down, finally willing to sit down with some degree of confidence.
And then just breaks under you down. I'm just kidding. You sit just fine. If it fits, it sits. All right.
Har har.
Oh, so you must be the acting captain, as he put it. Nice to meet you. My name is Mary, and thank you for looking after my goofball of a son.
I'm not a goofball.
Oh, yes, you are. And she just pinches your cheek a little bit.
Yes, the fuck you are.
Dirk kind of like he looks at her and then he looks at him and he's like, I mean, it's not terribly hard to take care of him. He does tend to stay further away from the trouble, just not all the time.
All right.
I just keep eating some candied nuts.
Oh.
He's stress eating right now.
No, we're about to have brunch. Put that away. You know better.
They're
Spoil
good.
your appetite.
Okay.
Why is my gnome Scottish now?
I don't know. Why is
Okay,
he?
in my head.
I don't know what kind of accents gnomes would have. What the frick? Anyways. So, after a short bit, she goes and fetches some breakfast munchies over to the table. Nothing spectacular, but there's some ham, some hash browns, some strips of bacon and eggs. And pitchers of fresh squeezed orange juice. Which is orange juice. And now it's Joyzy. Frick. I'm just fired.
That's more New Jersey than Jersey.
Tomato, potato.
Neo Jersey, man.
So, as
All
the meal's been spread, Paul, you mind getting that? That should be them. Yeah, just a moment. And he just gets up from his desk, not even putting his book down, but just taking it along with him. Ah, yeah, welcome. Come in. We have the captain right here with the egg in question.
Damn, talk about a bookworm.
Before they get back there, I look at Gaston and I'm like, remember, you make the deal, and you get a third.
Yes, yes.
All right, and a short moment later, short
Shut
humor. A pair of finely dressed gnomes that have several frills and royal colors, a lot of purples in their suits approach. One with a spectacular-looking monocle. Yes, you're the merchant. As he kind of gives Dirk a wary eye.
Just 1 second. I got a question. Player-wise, do we ever talk about the amount that the egg is supposed to cost around?
Nope. But for giggles, go ahead and give me a nature check. '23. Okay. I would say that Gaston normally would have heard about the transactions of wyvern eggs, and while those are pretty rare occurrences outside of major cities, typical asking price is usually around 2,000 gold.
Yeah.
More for this one because of the fire breathing.
Well, that's going to be up for him to negotiate. All right, so let's see it. Don't keep us waiting.
I look at Dirk and I make him a sign, a nod of the head.
Dirk kind of looks at them and he gives them this side eye of like distrust as he opens the bag of holding and very gently, very gingerly removes the egg from the bag of holding and does not actually put it down. He continues to hold it.
Mm-hmm.
I see.
I just say it. I'm telling them like this comes from a rare breed of wyvern, and it bred fire.
A fire-breathing wyvern. Very interesting. How potent are its flames?
I
just love how we all communally had that same brain cell moment. It's like, wait.
Speaking from experience.
All of a sudden, you hear Dirk snicker as the guy asks that.
I'm like, well, I died from its flames.
Dumbass!
He didn't officially die. He was
incapacitated.
Dropped unconscious immediately.
Yes. Well, it hurt. I saw a flash of light, and then I was surrounded by maidens, healing maidens. But yes.
And as you say that, Gaston, you see your mother cleaning up the broken glass, now giving you a stink eye as well.
Just having a big smile on my face. So the flames were really, really harmful and potent and hot. Really hot.
Like the heat of 1,000 suns.
In terms of damage, would you say it'd be what would you say would be a baseline? Like a firebolt spell, a fireball, wall of fire?
Fireball.
Yes, indeed.
And how many times can it do that?
It did it
Yes.
multiple times.
From what I saw, it had to do. It was. Pardon me, as I recall the fight, I believe each one managed to spit off 3 during the battle.
I see, and you took this from its nest? And where did you acquire it?
There's an island that is beset by fog in the middle of the Azure Sea, known as Isla Sorna. It is a place of great and terrible beasts.
Fascinating.
There's a lot of different people from different cultures there. I was amazed, interested in that.
And upon saying that, that's like the one time Paul looks up from the book. Hmm? I see. Well, what's your asking price on the egg?
For the fact that it is of a rare variety of wyvern, I would say around 400,000 gold.
This son of a bitch.
Oh, I must tell you, Hugh, it's your son inherited your sense of humor.
It is a one of a
Thank you.
kind of egg of a fire-breathing wyvern.
Oh, please, you're asking for the price of a castle with that.
Should've
This
just said
this wyvern
4,000.
could destroy a castle if it wanted to, if bred by the right breeder
You mean the wrong breeder?
or the wrong one. You don't never know. Probably it's the one of the capitals is gonna take it and have it in their army. You never know.
Oh,
This
please.
is
Oh, come now.
going-
400,000, that is patently absurd.
What would be your price then?
Well, given the typical value of the eggs on the market, and naturally with our breeders in tow, our base offer was going to be 2,000, but considering the fire breathing capabilities, we'll bump it up to 2,500.
28.
27.
Deal.
2,700.
Deal. He went up 300.
And then, there we go. 1 wyvern egg for 2,700 GP. Thank you very much. All right, so we got 2,000. Do we hear 3? We got 2,500. We got 28, 27. Yeah, I can't do the auctioneer fast enough. I would need to practice that.
So Dirk looks at the. Do they have the handler there?
Yes, they do have someone on hand already, and it appears to be a dwarf in tow. Useful for that poison resistance and all.
So Dirk very gently hands him the egg, and Dirk also comments, "Caution with this one. It's not just the tail that you have to worry about if it's a male."
I've been paying attention. We'll begin the fire retardant gear as well for this one. But rest
Best of
assured,
luck with it.
King Scotty thanks you.
Aye.
And they already brought money in tow, and Gaston, you are handed a coffer with 270 platinum pieces.
I take it. And I'm not a wuss about it because I got muscles.
Fuck you.
2,700, sir?
270, sorry. What did I say?
No. 2,700, not 270, right?
I said 270 platinum.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, sorry. Did I say 700 gold? No.
Yeah,
right.
GP.
Yeah.
You suggested gold.
Yeah, 270 platinum pieces. There we go. Just to make, again, lighter weight for you guys since you're doing these high backroom deals already. What the frick? Then again, we're almost year 3 in this campaign, almost year 4. Sheesh.
We're past year 3. You know it.
D&D, but it's in the back rooms?
Hold up. All right.
You said these backroom deals.
Yes, but that was before that meme, the creepypasta came about, so shush.
Blue raspberry.
All right. So
Thank
with that,
you.
the deal's concluded. They bid farewell to Polymnary before departing off with her. Again, you see their entourage outside, ready to immediately extract it to the capital.
Shit, they got an entourage also?
I mean, when you're dealing with royal affairs, yes.
Fucking hell.
They already got all their people around them. So
Can I just point something out that the king's messenger usually has a retinue to keep him safe?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Like the low class dude who runs papers for the king generally has between 10 and 30 knights protecting him.
But that's a lot of people for a messenger.
Hey, gotta make sure you don't kill them.
But that was like, it's the king's messenger, and the king's word is law, therefore it has to be brought about. And mostly this was because it was about taxes.
Of course.
Of course, the IRS needs
Taxes,
protection.
beautiful, lovely taxes. Ah.
Exactly.
God damn it! Now I need to go watch that again. Why do I have to watch Robin Hood every time I talk to you? God damn it! Yes, every time.
Because that is one of my favorites.
Okay. Any more
Skill
business
issue.
stressful?
All right.
So the money in the coffer, I'm gonna take out 90 from it and give the 180 to Dirk.
Dirk just puts the 180 into the bag of holding. But he puts it. He doesn't like shove it with the rest of the coins. He kind of sets it off to the side so he can put it in the Hellraiser. So Hellraiser, treasury, platinum. I need to. Okay. And now that's up to date. Cool.
Huzzah.
2794 platinum.
Jeez Louise.
It's for real estate.
All right. All right, and as this business is being as this business has been concluded, Dirk, you hear a ping in your mind. Dirk, is it? This is in the. Okay. You guys are throwing off my train of thought here.
Sorry.
This is Eleander. If you wish to come to Saltmarsh soon, we will need your help. The time for the assault is at hand.
All right. So I reply, leaving in 4 hours. I say leaving Grad Sol for Saltmarsh in 4 hours.
Okay, I was about to say, leaving where in 4 hours? That doesn't tell me anything. Okay. Boop. It's too bad sanding stones don't have a recharge. It's only a once per day. But then in cyberpunk terms, it's like, oh, your cell phone battery sucks.
All right.
All right. Any more business in Gradsol?
Uh, would it be possible for me to find an arcane grimoire that's a little bit better?
Define better.
Well, I've already got one that's +1, one that's
so you
+2.
Oh, the +2 upgrade?
Yeah.
Let's see here. Ah. Nope. I need to find a better spot for these figurines. Oof. Let me double check the rarity on it. What's the exact name of it again?
It's rare. Or +2 is rare.
No, the name, so I can look it up.
Arcane grimoire.
Arcane. All right. For some reason, I thought it was Eldritch, and it's like, wait, that's not there. Arcane grimoire. There he is. Okay. Yeah. So go ahead and give me an investigation for a buyer, or in this case, a seller.
You said a what?
Investigation.
Investigation.
Okay. Alright, let me consult some tables real quick.
Oh, as Dirk kind of like takes the stuff away and he starts to leave, he would tell you, you have 4 hours and then we're leaving. So,
where was that?
He would have told you that on his way away.
Okay.
Ah, here we are. Okay, Well, that's unfortunate. Yep. So, in order to find a proper seller with, including like the vetting process and whatnot, it would take a work week in order to find someone.
Yeah. Okay. Cool.
So we'll just put a little pin in that for later.
Yep. I'll be just looking around to be like, there's nothing. Let's go back to the ship.
Too good.
While eating my nuts.
Okay. 4 hours later. And with that, the crew has returned back to the ship, well rested, fed, and ready to head back onto the open seas back to Saltmarsh.
I'm still
I
making sure to
trust
feed the
everybody's
mimic.
got the shenanigans out of their system.
Still making sure the mimic is fed.
At this point, you've made the habit of giving it
I totally forgot about the
leftovers of whatever meals you've prepared, so that way it doesn't go to waste. Waste not, want not.
I'm going to make it my friend. It's happening.
So what I said was, I trust everybody has gotten the shenanigans out of their system.
Me? Shenanigans? Nah.
I'm convinced if you had a woman, you would get in less trouble.
Is that like a personal attack or something?
Damn. Just damn.
I don't know what's up today, man. People are just sniping and.
I know, it's just been a savage burn fest all session. Is this what happens when we miss like 4 out of 5 weeks?
Like,
Apparently.
Apparently so.
Everyone's being passive aggressive.
Damn, okay.
I'm surprised no one has mentioned, like, where the fuck is Kuro? He hasn't been around.
But I've just decided to be quiet about it.
All right. But
in my character canon, he's just fooling around in the kitchen.
And then as Dirk gets back up on deck, and the crew's like, "Attention, captain on board!" And as everyone salutes upon your return. All right, sir. Are we ready to set sail for home?
Aye.
I was already home, but sure, let's go somewhere else.
They're referring to Saltmarsh.
Oh, right.
The
You guys are
plate-
from Saltmarsh.
Well, I'm not, but that's beside the point.
Neither am
I'm
I.
not, but that's besides the point.
I'm like, I know you're not looking at Kuro. We just came from your island. You obviously you're
I'm
not
not
from
there.
You're
I'm still in the
not-
kitchen.
Right.
Yeah, literally, there is nobody from Saltmarsh that's a part of the officers.
Yeah, that something about that just seems a little sus.
And who from the crew from
Like-
Saltmarsh?
The ship that makes Burf at Saltmarsh has nobody.
Whoops. All right. So upon departure, it is going to be south.
That's convenient.
Perfect. Perfect.
All right. The day shift goes by quietly.
Feeding the squad, feeding the mimic,
All right.
making it my friend. Then everyone's gonna be like, what the fuck is that?
East.
Balls.
So, going along the tip here, just
Yep.
past Red Shore. I think that's Red Shore. Yeah.
From what you said previously.
All right.
Nice.
I'll
Wow.
be passing close to Seaton.
Okay. So, as you're, so this will be around morning as night crew is about to go to bed, or to be relieved of their ships, I should say. Captain, seems to be something off on the horizon. Due west.
Dirk, coming out of the captain's quarters, actually grabs the spyglass that Nalos left behind,
Thank you for remembering that. Oh my gosh.
and he walks up to the forecastle and uses the spyglass to see.
All right. So so you see what appears to be a tiny, almost crescent-shaped island with some sparse jungle and flora on it. But inside the small bay there, see what appears to be a derelict ship. It appears to be in pretty rough condition, but it still seems to be sitting on the water, currently anchored. And for what you can see, it looks like there's a couple humanoid figures that seem to be casting lines out.
Hands at the ready.
Hi, sir. And then as you are just about to put away the spyglass, you catch the name of the ship painted on the prow. The Bloody Baron.
Bloody hell.
All right, I close the lens, and then I immediately walk up to Ishmael. Ishmael,
Hi, sir.
the name of the ship is the Bloody Baron.
Hold up.
I feel like I've heard that name before.
We have. I am parsing through my notes.
Need a reminder?
No. Let me do this.
But yes, that name should be familiar and not in a good way.
You got 10 seconds.
Or I'm feeding your menu to the Wigglers.
It's one of the ships.
It wasn't on the bounty board, if that's what you were thinking.
Then it's a name we heard from the vampire under the. Because there's two places we heard ships that are not good business for us. It's the bounty, and then there's one also. I don't remember which one that we heard from the vampire. That's near where we purchased the land in Saltmarsh.
Yes, the vampire said, "Find the Bloody Baron. It will validate my story." you will find answers there.
Oh shit! What was his story again?
So the guy under the house said that all he wants is to be freed from his imprisonment there, but the only way to do so is for him to be physically carried out of the cellar by someone pure of heart. But naturally, everyone's a little apprehensive. But he says, he says that he has information that will be most important, but he will only give it to you if he's set free. And if you needed encouraging, he said to seek out this ship.
It's right
So
under
what
our
I'm
nose.
hearing is
So, recap over.
Quick
So-
question: Would you say Gaston is pure of heart?
Would you be able to carry the guy out?
Well, I've got 11 in strength.
Are we talking about a human? An average human?
He technically didn't specify a race, just someone pure of heart.
No, the guy who
The
has to
vampire
be carried out.
himself.
Is he an average-sized human?
From what you could tell, yes.
Then no, the gnome cannot carry him out.
And plus, I wouldn't say Gaston qualifies anyways. Too much murder.
Too much enjoying of the murder.
It's not of the murder, is of the way of the murder.
Still.
It's
Actually,
even worse.
that
It's
might
like,
make
dude.
it worse.
You can't be committed with crimes if you're never caught.
Alrighty then. I mean, I have a right mind to just blast this thing into oblivion. The problem being is supposedly these people have information to corroborate his story. Do we bother with negotiation, or do we
I mean, we heard their story, so we have information, and then we sink them.
Wow, okay. So that's how it's going to be.
who has sending ready?
You're the only one who can have it ready.
Yeah,
Do I have
I think Nellis is the only person that has it.
Nullus has sending in his spells right now?
I think. I'm actually not sure. Let me double check that.
Never noticed
have-
him even mentioning yes sending. I know it's a cleric spell, but Dirk probably does not have it like prepared today.
light, mending, sacred flame, and word of radiance?
I've got fireball ready.
Oh, do you mean message the cantrip and not sending the third level spell?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, negative Nellis doesn't have it.
Okay, message and sending are not the same thing.
Yeah, sorry, message.
I have message right now.
I don't.
So, the bell ring. So, you hear the bell ring. Ding ding ding.
Okay, I was already on deck.
Well, the bell ringing means all hands to battle stations.
Okay,
Should
what
I
is there?
hide? Should I hide the mimic?
It's
I
your
don't know.
problem.
What do you do? That's a personal problem there.
Sounds like a skill issue. I'm gonna see if he'll hide in my pocket.
He just curls up in there and kind of transforms to look like the inside of a pocket.
Hell
It's
yes.
just, the guy's just gonna throw a mimic at a guy.
I'd like to see you raise him to like respond to camouflage.
Bet.
All right.
And so I'm on deck. Totally not with the mimic.
Yeah, Mimic totally not disguised as a pocket right now.
Grimjaw,
Yes, sir.
You take command of the mangonel.
What's our target, sir?
There's potential for conflict between another ship.
Which one? That one?
Yes, that one.
And Grimjaw just sits and looks at it like, oh, you can't be serious. That thing wouldn't last in a fight. That thing looks like it'll just sink itself if it so much as moves.
Probably, but I want to be sure that we're ready in case something goes wrong.
Alright, it's understood. Alright.
He is the interim captain, after all.
You three, with me. Yes, sir. Alright. So you're sailing closer to the small island?
Yes.
Alright. So you're gonna make your way there. And I take it Monteo is going to have message at the ready?
I will have a message at the ready for when we're at a distance.
Okay, and I believe the range is 120 feet?
Correct.
Okay. Alright, so as you get closer, you see the shape of the ship seems to be almost a tad exaggerated by Grimjaw's status description. It doesn't look like it'll capsize itself. It looks like it, by rights, it should already be sinking. The ship seems to be in relatively poor shape. You just see, like, 3 of the sailors just sitting on the banister, just throwing out fishing lines and just sitting. One of them kind of gives a weak wave to y'all before going back to his business.
Monteo, let me know when you find their captain.
Well, as soon as we're in range for me to communicate with them, I will certainly let you know.
Easy, Ishmael. Try not get us closer, but only at an angle.
With all due respect, sir, this still doesn't seem like much of a threat. And as you get close enough to see, you see the ship itself doesn't even have a mangonel or ballista of its own. It's just a simple fishing vessel.
Dirk just seems to be on edge about this for some reason, though.
Just waiting.
Alright, so Monteo, you just randomly pinging message.
I randomly ping message, and I say that we wish to have a conversation with whoever is currently on charge.
Oh, that'd be me, I guess. As you see the guy in the middle just kind of react oddly. Hi. What can we do for you? Lovely morning, isn't it?
Okay, so can we just approach so we don't have this awkward conversation over message?
Sure.
Yeah, sure, if you want. It's really weird with someone I don't know speaking in my head like that.
So we get closer, and Dirk kind of like, I want to get a good look at these people. Is there anything that seems off to me?
Give me a perception check with advantage.
With advantage.
From what you can tell, it seems to be 3 sailors just currently sitting fishing on the line. But let me ping
I
you.
got past all the low rolls.
Okay, I'm gonna send you something on Discord.
I don't trust them.
Hello! Good morning! And you see the 3 sailors in questions are just all humans, just sitting currently with fishing lines out.
Don't seem to be sailing anywhere.
Nope, afraid not. We're just kind of stuck here at the moment.
Sus.
But
Perhaps, perhaps, you who's in charge, right?
yeah, that'd be me, sir.
Would you mind meeting us down on this, down on the beach here?
Yeah, sure.
Right. Grimjaw, keep your eyes open for any funny business. As he whispers as he's walking past, pay
Nice.
close attention. Something seems off.
You
As
you noticed it too, huh?
yes,
Something stinks, and it ain't the fish they're hauling. So you see the one
just
sailor
keep weary eye.
just throw down a little rope ladder, goes down onto the nearby beach. Oh, don't worry, lads. This'll be a moment.
You literally watch Dirk kind of do his usual just step off the boat into the water as he goes ashore.
I'm keeping an eye open for any funny business from a distance.
So,
I'm gonna stick with Dirk.
yes.
Are any of those gentlemen familiar with the Marines of the mercenary Marines, basically, that would come from like Woolley Bay?
Well, based on their reaction to your little stunt, it would seem that this is a foreign concept to them. This was a rather interesting performance of sorts.
Okay, because if they had seen that, they probably would have thought something more along the lines of, "Oh, great, we have a barbarian coming to talk to us."
Like, so, what you want to talk about? I can assure you we're fine. Our mates have already gone over to Seaton to fetch help for us.
Oh, I was wondering because your ship looks like you've. He pauses for a moment. Been shit out by a hurricane.
Yeah, that actually, a little closer to the truth than we'd like to admit. Yeah, we had a bit of rough going, but, barely some of us still made it out.
Where the fuck is Seaton? I don't see it on the map.
It's a little too far. If it's actually closer on the regional map. So, Saltmarsh here.
Oh, there it is. Okay.
Yeah,
Gotcha.
Seaton's like half a day from Saltmarsh.
Gotcha.
Which means on this map, it's like right there.
Yeah, just about.
Right there. Okay, gotcha. Rotten that lily. Gotcha.
Sorry.
Bless you.
Goodness, I thought that was up for a second.
No.
The thing is the name the name of the ship rings a bell.
It does?
Oh. Huh. Curious, not sure why. It's just a humble fishing vessel. I believe it actually used to belong to the Oland family in Saltmarsh. I believe that's where the old captain bought it from before I inherited it from him. I don't know, I didn't ask questions at the time.
So you wouldn't know anything of a house that was cursed, and the name of this vessel being associated with it?
What, do you mean the old McCaster house by Saltmarsh? No. Oh, perish of thought, I wouldn't have anything to do with that place.
Well,
Too bad I stayed at a distance. Fuck.
Dirk kind of
Sucks
like
for you. I'm with Dirk.
Yeah, but you don't know what the McCaster house is. You weren't
I
there.
know. That's why I'm like, the what?
I should have went on shore with him.
Dirk kind of pauses, looks over at Kuro. Can you fetch something for me?
I can do that.
Our wizard.
Which
Well-
one?
The sickly one.
Ah, right, right.
I look back to the guy. What can you tell me of the house?
Well, I heard it was haunted for some while. I heard there was some old alchemist by that name that used to inhabit it. But I heard some adventurers cleared it out, and turns out it was a smuggling ring or something.
Oh, so he's thinking of the wrong house.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I believe the ship
What?
involved with that story was, what, the Sea Phantom? I think it was.
Ocean Ghost? Some nonsense like that.
Yeah, something or another. Afraid I don't know much about those tales. I don't go to Saltmarsh all that often.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
I'm sorry, I just heard someone scream, "Ooh, that is hard."
That was my mother. And she said that
Oh.
was tart.
Okay.
Oh dear. I'm staying away from that one.
alright.
Probably some
Uh,
sour candy.
In Saltmarsh proper, I've heard there was another building that was said to be haunted as well. I was wondering if you'd heard any stories about that one.
Let me think here.
Sorry to bend your ear, but it's not often.
No, it's
to-
it's fine. It's nice to have some conversation. Being out here for 2 days with these blokes, it's a nice break of pace, you know? Let me see. I did have a buddy back in the day that mentioned something about a house on... No, not just a house, but an entire section that they called Crabber's Cove. Bunch of crabs infesting it, wasn't it? Yeah, I'd assume there'd be some sort of curse that'd bring all those crustaceous vermin.
Yes, it's very crabby.
Money, 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 money.
So T, what you're trying to tell me is this guy is either avoiding it or he doesn't know.
Give me an insight.
There we go. That's the good rolls.
Ah.
No, it's not.
You're not sure you're getting a hint of that he's being genuine about this. He doesn't seem to have been in Saltmarsh before.
Do you have anybody on board who's been in Saltmarsh?
Hey, well, let me ask. Hey, William! Yeah? Have you been to Saltmarsh? Not recently. Yeah, sorry, not sure what to tell you. We haven't really been to Saltmarsh, don't know anything about it.
I should be arriving at some point, right?
Yeah, by this point, you and Kuro would be returning. So, I don't know. Not really much I can tell you, but we do have some fish on board if you would like some, though, afraid to say it might be a tad spoiled at this point.
Hello, good sir.
Oh, hello there.
I happen to be the one that contacted you at first.
Oh, you're the weirdie that was getting in my head. I
Yes,
thought
I can do
I thought the
that.
oceans. I thought the sun was finally getting to me.
No, it's just me. I have the ability to get into people's heads very easily.
2 easily.
Good. Well, between you and me, think you can teach me that? I'm pretty sure I could find a nice winch or two using that trick.
Unfortunately, I think you lack a bit of the necessary charisma to actually get yourself a wench.
Hey, I'm only joking.
Alright, yes, Dirk, you sent to fetch me?
God bless.
Do you recall anything about that one house in particular that had some connection to a boat with a similar name.
Yes, I believe your vessel is named the Bloody Baron. Although at
Yep.
this point it should be more the Sinking Baron.
I wouldn't even say sinking, I'd say sunken.
Any chance that you'll be able to salvage it?
Possibly. I don't know. Hard to say at this point. We're just hoping our mates get back in time with rescue before we just end up going crazy out here.
Why haven't you just abandoned ship?
Not enough lifeboats. Some of us gotta stay behind, you know?
Okay, so you're hell-bent on keeping it.
In a manner of speaking. Why, you want to buy it?
I'm more curious about your fascination for it.
Fascination? What do you mean?
Are you interested? Are you that interested in that ship, or can't you just start over?
I'm sorry, I'm afraid I'm a bit turned around here. What? What?
Are you interested in keeping that particular ship? Is that why you're staying on it?
Well, I mean, yeah, got some sentimental value to it.
Okay, I'm interested to see if he's telling the truth about that, first and foremost.
I'm sorry, one more time.
I'm interested in knowing if he's being truthful about that to begin with.
Give me an insight.
Okay.
Yeah, he seems like he likes that ship.
Okay. So, we've been told that you would have interesting abilities to corroborate certain claims that we've heard from someone who resides in Crabber's Cove. Does that ring any bell to you?
No, that doesn't sound right to me.
That I want to insight also.
Insight.
Yeah. Actually, for that I'll use my net 17 for portent.
17.
Yes.
Okay, so let me just...
That actually makes it a 22.
He seems genuinely confused about your question.
Interesting.
If you don't mind me asking, who was the previous captain?
Just some bloke that we used to call David. David Jones or something like that.
Oh, fuck.
He didn't last very long. He just kind of fell overboard on the first voyage and, well, it kind of inherited the blasted thing.
Fuck.
Well, there we go.
Fuck.
Well, if you don't mind, I'd just like to get back out onto my ship and get some fishing done. We're actually kind of starving out here, you know. And I bid you all.
Well, I can at least do this for you, Kuro.
What's up?
Prepare these men a meal.
You got it.
Oh shucks, you don't have to.
Nonsense. I got more than enough to feed you.
And it's only right that sailors aid each other.
Ah, yes. A true mariner through and through, I see.
Speaking of feeding, I need to make sure. Yep, it's about time.
Feed the baby.
Dirk looks at you funny.
Monteo does too.
As does the sailor.
I just head back to the boat, not giving any context.
Well, the chef knows where to find us. We'll just be sitting on deck waiting for him.
I hope you don't mind fish.
Well, I mean, that's kind of what we were looking for anyways, so...
I mean, we have
saves
a
us trouble.
surplus, so...
We have a surplus of chicken right now, because I bought a lot of chicken.
But we
and
also
oysters.
We also have a surplus of anything related to fish, honestly.
True.
Fair.
Salt Martians. Yeah. Nothing but fish. Or in Captain Crunch terms, oops, all fish. It's a good thing you don't have to worry about mercury poisoning.
Oh no.
Well, with that, I bid you farewell. Excuse me.
Thank you
And
very much. Sorry for having bothered you, but we had something interesting to learn about all this.
he goes back onto the ship and climbs back up on the rope ladder.
I just look at Dirk.
Something seems strange.
I have this weird suspicion that there's a lot of pieces of the puzzle we're missing. And this just increased the scope of said puzzle.
In a very problematic way.
Yes.
And then the sailor gets back to his original sitting position, grabs his rod, casts his line again.
No point dilly-dallying here. Let's go.
I row the boat back out to the ship.
Okay. Row, row, row your boat. So, what's their deal? As Grimjaw helps you guys up.
Apparently, the ship survived some sort of storm. Barely. And they sent their mates to Seaton to try and get rescue. And the one who's in charge, per se, inherited it from somebody who fell overboard on the first day.
What the hell kind of story is that? That doesn't make any sense. If they're sending help, why go to Seaton? Red Shore's just right there.
Exactly.
So what are you going to do?
We're going to move on for now.
Continue on to Saltmarsh, then?
Yes.
Alright. Okay, everyone, stand down. Back to your post. And the crew obliges.
What's the name of the... So it's the day crew, because we're on the day crew right now, right?
Yes, so given the time of day, it would now be shifting over to the day crew.
So it's the Tabaxi who is the lookout, if I remember correctly, for day crew.
One-eyed parrot. Or Polly.
Polly,
Yes, sir.
make sure you keep a weather eye on... I don't trust what's afoot.
Okay, sir. I understand.
Dirk goes... He like, walks from the forecastle back, and he, like, pauses, and then he goes into the captain's cabin, closing the door behind him. Good dog.
And you see the blink dog just get up, stretch, and as he goes over to the porthole, just looks out at the Bloody Baron and just sneezes on the window. And goes back to sleep.
That's weird.
Dirk sits down in the captain's chair, and he makes a note of the positioning.
Okay, so I'll go and make a little note. So,
Jesus Christ, Ashton.
the hell was that? Okay.
My little brother laughing.
Wow. Tell him to simmer down.
Yes, trust me. Very annoying.
Okay. All right. So
Dirk
you need
just kind of...
notes.
But Dirk's sitting there for a moment. He then He then goes and opens his door and looks out to see which of the other officers are out on deck.
So at this point, that would be Monteo, maybe Clipper. And I suppose Fang would probably be out just getting some fresh air. Clipper is off doing his own thing, and Crow is downstairs, currently prepping a little chicken dinner.
Yep, and of course you know what.
Animal handling.
Let's go, I think.
That one.
Shit.
Ooh.
That's okay.
It
So
almost
that-
snaps your finger off like a carrot.
Baby
Almost.
steps.
You lose a couple of feathers. It's fine.
You take 1 piercing and 2 acid damage.
Baby steps.
Monteo,
Yes.
could you gather the other officers? Let Grimjaw sleep, though.
Alright, I will start pinging the other people. Should I also invite Gaston?
Sure, his insight might be useful.
Okay, I will ping Gaston, Clipper, because I don't see him on deck, Caro, to all make a presence. Their presence now.
So it's already night or it's heading night?
It's early morning.
Early morning. So I'm in my PJs,
Well, you
But I
still get a
still
ping
got-
from Monteo.
but I still got my hat on because my hat has my nuts. So obviously, always
And you also
next
have
to
your
me.
little teddy bugbear.
It's not a teddy. It's a rabbit.
Alright, back in the pocket.
So I'm going on. Yes. What's going on?
Alright, so 1, 2, 3.
What's going on this
5.
morning?
And Kevin just seems to be nearby in the periphery, just actively listening, but doesn't give the impression he is.
Dirk requested all of our presents.
Alright.
He is in the captain's cabin.
I'll go knock on the door and let him know that the officers and associates are assembled.
Come in. Have everyone come in.
Okay, I open the door and I just do a waving sign to everyone.
And upon seeing everyone come in, Blink Dog's tail starts wagging.
Who's a good boy, huh? Who's a good boy, huh?
Blink.
Oh, who's a good boy, huh?
Blinks away.
I go
I like
in.
this pet. It's a nice, flavorful pet.
All right. We have a situation.
We need to kill someone.
No, the ship that we just encountered has a connection to a house that is haunted in Saltmarsh.
Like my hopes and dreams.
So
Doom,
you
doom,
want to
doom.
clear it since you're a priest.
I cannot remove the entity that is there.
Okay.
The parameters of his removal and the tenets of my god do not align. Anyways, the part of the issue being those who are in charge of the ship don't seem to know the nature of what has occurred. They're latecomers to the story, supposedly.
Can confirm that they seemed utterly confused at our questioning. Genuinely confused, not acted.
Okay, and what's the condition of?
The individual cursed to the house must be moved beyond the threshold by one of pure heart.
Is it someone on that ship?
No, the ship is supposed to corroborate the story. But there is no one on board to corroborate the story. So, the question is, do we attempt to gain more information from the house, or from the ship?
How are you gonna get more information from the ship?
The ship itself might have stories that it could tell, though gaining access to that information is a level of magic that my god has not granted me. Because yeah, that's a 5th level spell.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, you're thinking like legend lore or something?
Yep.
Hmm. Interesting. Okay.
Legend lore is the perfect spell for that.
Okay. Anyways, continue. I'm enjoying this.
Because of the nature of the haunted house and previous exposure,
Yes, we know. It's early. It's fine. Just says that you're yawning.
Sorry. I am actually really tired.
It's okay. It's been a long day for a lot of us.
It's also pretty late.
Yeah, we're about wrapping up. But continue.
I would have only those who have been there previously approach the building. That means that no chef and neither of you two.
Pointing to Gaston and Fang.
Yes. Also you, as he looks at Clipper, I know you resisted it last time, but are you sure that your mind is willing to resist that compulsion again?
Head empty, no thoughts.
So no resistance.
Oof.
I look at Monteo. So we would have to approach the house without looking at it.
I mean, a blindfold will do the trick.
In your opinion, what's the best way to proceed with this issue?
You give me the time to study specific spells necessary to reinforce our mental fortitude, and then we can approach it again and maybe question even more the individual. If we're still interested in his line of information, I, for one, am still not comfortable about the notion of setting loose upon the world an entity of this caliber? Nature, yes.
Can't we just kill this entity of that nature?
The thought
He
crossed my mind.
he remains out of sight.
Approaching him closely is dangerous, or at the very least, a decent risk. And he definitely has not revealed to us the full extent of his powers, that I am willing to hedge bets on.
The other problem with being back in Saltmarsh is we have the Unspoken.
You know, I wonder if the Unspoken has any knowledge on him. I've never questioned him.
And we also have Prime Water.
Oh, Prime Water wouldn't know much.
No, I'm talking about people who are of other issues.
Prime Water is an easily contained issue, because he's predictable. If it can line his pockets, he's interested. Otherwise, not really.
Understandably so. But both Prime Water and the Unspoken have taken a vested interest in our actions.
And both of them know also something we did that's not that great, even though Prime Water managed to put a different culprit behind bars to appease suspicions.
Yes. Concerning. Though I say we should probably make an end of this grim talk.
Should we just head back to Saltmarsh, regardless?
Indeed.
It is our destination, and didn't you say that you got contacted also by Why am I?
Oh, he hadn't commented on that
Oh,
yet.
Oh, you hadn't. Okay, never mind.
Though we should make all haste to Saltmarsh. Eleander requested our presence.
Oh, Mr. Fireborn.
Oh God.
Yes, you better say that. I'm pretty sure you're still not on great terms with him.
After he ruined his family dinner at Christmas.
Literally.
It's just up to her to not lie to her father. You don't lie to family.
Dirk looks at you, like, directly in your eyes. Really?
I didn't lie.
You're one to speak.
I didn't lie. I told the truth.
You told part of the truth.
I don't need to worry my mom because I was momentarily incapacitated.
And she didn't see a reason to worry her father with her decision just yet. Something that could have been handled in private conversation.
I said what I said.
Clearly. Otherwise, we would be in better graces.
Alright, so by the sound of things, you guys are ready to continue on to Saltmarsh?
Yep.
Yes, barring any other shenanigans that come up.
Well, speaking of which, you get another ping in your mind. Hey, Dirk, it's Nalos. Hey, just let you know we're heading towards Saltmarsh now. We should be there within the week.
Good news.
That's it?
No, Dirk says that out loud, expecting people to react.
Oh, you don't even respond to the message?
Yeah, Dirk is actually as bad as I am about that.
Oof.
Damn.
And Nalos thinking, oh, I guess Dirk must be busy.
A little disappointed also.
Apparently, the captain is headed this way. He will be in Saltmarsh within the week.
Really? That training did not take long. Did he even accomplish anything? Oh, don't tell me his father gave up on him?
Well,
Trust me,
wasn't it that he already had some training with his dad beforehand?
he was half trained already.
Yeah.
More like 99% trained if it was done in just a few days.
Yeah, probably. Judging from the act of his character, it would be like him to call it quits the eve of his graduation.
Oof.
Oh, Craig's going to be so pissed when he hears this part of the VOD.
I'm just not gonna send it to him. No, I'm joking.
Oh, dear. All right. And then you just hear a knock on the door. All right, sir.
Aye.
Sir, we're ready to depart.
Make full sail for
Aye, sir.
Saltmarsh.
All right, lads, we're going home. Yeah. And that's where we're going to leave off for tonight.